Calling all entrepreneurs, get ready because today the digital age means content marketing, plus small business tips you can use as an entrepreneur. But first order of business, which social media platform is best for your business, Facebook or Twitter? Coming up next on The Pulse. Hello, I'm Denise Roberts and welcome to The Pulse, the show dedicated to helping Prince George's County businesses. Small businesses are constantly exploring new ways to grab the attention of prospective customers. In today's terms, it's called competing with a lot of noise. Consumers are cutting through clutter by fast-forwarding television shows, subscribing to ad-free digital radio, installing ad blockers to browse their favorite website ads, and customizing what's in their social media feeds. Why? Because they want what they want when they want it. Time is such a priceless commodity today, so trying to attract new customers and maintaining current customers will demand small businesses to be more creative and quicker. Joining me today to talk about ways to do it through digital content marketing is Connie Russell-Gorum, CEO of CL Russell Group, LLC. Connie, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So please tell me a little bit about the CL Russell Group.
Sure, absolutely. CL Russell Group is an instructional design company in the training industry. And so we create training as well as the content. And that's where we're starting to evolve into the digital content of bringing training on the digital platform.
Okay. And how can small businesses avoid being looked over or simply ignored on the social media platform?
Basically creating content. Small businesses compete with large businesses today because of technology. Information technology is just where we are today. So if you're not out there, you will be left behind. So as a small business, there are several branding companies, marketing companies that can actually take your content and help you brand it on the social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or what is it, Instagram, or any of those sites.
And how does that work? How are they managing content for them? It just seems like a big job.
It is. It's a lot of work, but it's easy in the same way. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes companies, small businesses do not realize what value they have in their content. Their content can be a new product that they just launched or a new service. So you can take that name of that new product or the content and make it into or blend it into your content marketing piece. For example, the name of the product. Take a picture of it, videotape someone using it, and voila, there you have your content marketing.
Okay. Your company offers a creative service for content marketing for small businesses called 60-second snackable videos. Can you talk about that?
Yes, I would love to, yes. It's a new service that we're offering, and it's called the 60-second snackable videos because of technology. And like you said before, you know, companies want it when they want it, and the consumers want their information when they want it. And so the 60-second snackable videos is just that. It's something that's quick, it's good to look at, and it's tasty. And all of that is around your content. You want your content to be good to look at, so it's enticing. You want it to be tasty, that you want it, you want to taste it, I mean, you want to buy it or whatever the case may be. And it's 60 seconds or less. You know, with social media and Twitter, what do you have, like 40 characters that you can text and all that. And so that's our limit. And so anything longer than that, you have the chances of losing your client.
Right. Okay, so how are the videos generated? Are they posted on YouTube? Are there other platforms where the videos go? Their website?
Yeah, most definitely. You can post your videos wherever you have access. And we're talking mobile, you have your phones, so you have mobile apps that can post it, social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever technology is, you can post it, and there's an app where you can design it so that it can effectively run on that platform.
Okay. And how often do you think these types of videos should be used by a company?
Oh, constantly. Constantly, because that's the purpose and the definition of content marketing. Content marketing is you're developing and creating a platform that involves your content and you're constantly distributing it, constantly, because we're on social media all the time.
All the time.
And so they want to see what's new, what's changing, what's going on. They don't want to see the same stagnant information like a website that's never changed every year.
Okay. And so you're in the training industry. And
Yes.
some people think of training as being a long day sitting in front of a whiteboard and just listening to a lecture. How does content marketing apply to the training industry?
Yeah, content marketing, I mean, it applies to all industries, but as far as the industry that I am, training industry, because trainers no longer want to be, or the facilitators, we don't want to be in the room 6 hours anymore, and the participants do not either. And so with the content marketing, what we can do now, we're taking training, and as I'm sure you're familiar with e-learning, that's one example.
Okay.
And now even with e-learning, it may be an hour long. However, now it's broken down into bite-sized pieces like snackable videos, so that now if I just want to learn a particular skill or a particular process, I don't have to look through the whole video of an hour to find that. I can just skip right to it, I got it, and move forward.
Okay.
And so that's how we're implementing in our in the training industry today.
That sounds very interesting. I want to come back to that. So we're gonna revisit that issue in just a second, okay? Did you know that spending on digital marketing is projected to increase on average by 12 to 15%? Also, that social media's share of the total marketing budget will grow from 10% in 2015 to 14% this year, while spending on offline advertising will fall by 2%. Wow. Makes sense. Stay with us because we've got more on content marketing for your business when we return. But up next, the pocket-sized business guide.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
The world is a noisy place. It takes both heart and skill to be heard in a way that moves customers to action. And let's face it, today, your story is boring until proven otherwise, and sending out another dull press release isn't going to fix it. Use your strengths as a company to create content that's as inventive as your product. Here are a few tricks on how to do that effectively, courtesy of entrepreneur.com. First, find out what your strengths are and use them. If you have a happy customer, interview them for your YouTube video. If you have interesting data, convert it into great stories for a blog. If you're a software developer and see problems in your space that could easily be solved, create a side product. Building something useful or entertaining your target audience is the best marketing there is. Number 2, choose the medium that best matches your strengths and master it, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, or Pinterest. Focus 90% of your effort on the one that works best for you. Number 3, once you have original content and distribute it on the right medium, reuse it and then remix. After 10 interviews, do a summary on SlideShare. After 100 Instagram photos, create a collage or animation. After posting your concept video, do a blog post on how they're made. Create a collection on Product Hunt and get your content republished elsewhere. And finally, now you have a batch of good insights, posts, data concepts, or other types of content, so you're an expert. This is the time to look for a public relations agency who knows your main market. PR agencies are amazing at amplifying your content and pitching you to journalists as an expert source. Hopefully these tips gave you some helpful ideas for your business. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
As a parent, I think it's tragic that 1 in 5 children struggles with hunger right here in America. But there is hope. Visit feedingamerica.org to help. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Welcome back to The Pulse. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about content marketing with Connie Russell-Gorum. So I want to go back to using content marketing and training. What does that actually consist of and how effective is it?
Well, it consists of your information, and I can share with you an example if you like.
Sure.
For example, I had a client who had a challenge getting their information to their employees for training, and the employees just wasn't reading the emails. You know, emails, who read emails today, right? Because they're too long, they're consistent. And so what my company did, we created digital e-blast. And so instead of sending a long page, email that had all of this text in it, we created videos, or we created an image that depicted the message that they wanted. Let's say if it was a training on customer service. So we found an image that depicted customer service, and we just wrote down the relevant information. And that's what customers want to know, they want to hear. They just want the relevant information. So we just shared when, where, what time, who qualifies, and then you can click a link for more information, and the responses increased. But now there were less questions being asked, more emails were being read. So that's an example of content marketing.
Now that sounds like it's quicker for the receiver of that communication. But it sounds like it could be a little more involved for the person creating the video. Is it a lot more work than?
Actually, it's not, and it can work on both ends. If you're an expert with IT and just creating now with iPhones, you can do your own video. So if you're technology savvy, you would have no problem. But if some employees and customers who say, look, I don't touch IT, I don't know how to do it, it scares me. I mean, just taking a image nowadays and just dropping it in an email with a bold one-liner and sending it, there you go. There's your content marketing. But you have to be consistent with it, and I guarantee you'll get more hits and more people will read it, because with visual, your eyes will remember an image, more so than text. Text is like totally turns it off.
Okay. Is content marketing for all businesses?
Yes. I mean, today we live in a world of information technology. So if you are a small business, large business, if you're not in the technology trending right now, you'll be left behind. So it doesn't matter how small or how large your business is, you have to determine what content, because everyone has content, you just have to determine what content you want to share and market with your clients and what's relevant to the client. And that's challenging to a lot of employers and managers, because they're like, what do they want to hear? And you may have to assess that.
What are some of the ways that content marketing drives results for small businesses? Because, our audience is primarily made up of very small companies, some of them one-man shops. So, it just seems like it's going to take a lot of investment. What you got to say?
Actually, it's an awesome investment, because one example is you will appear as an expert. Because if, let's say you are a plumber, and you're competing with 10 other plumbers in your community. Well, if all the other plumbers are just promoting their services and coupons, you're doing it too, but you're also promoting new products that are coming out, how to use this, come by, and you have a picture with you and your client. All of a sudden now you're the expert, because you're putting more relevant information, because they expect the coupons, they expect the sales. But when you start teaching your client how to and ask for their input, now you become a relevant expert.
Really quickly, what do you say to the business owner who says that their content marketing is already working for them?
Well, I always have a saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. However, you can always improve, because again, with technology, it's changing every day. And so I would say that's great that it's working for you. However, stay up to date with the trends, because just like the person who's using Facebook, maybe they're no longer using Facebook, maybe they're using something else that just came out last night, we don't know yet. So I would say stay up with the trends and content development, as well as the social media.
Connie Russell-Gorum, I want to thank you so much for coming
You're
on and
welcome.
sharing your expertise with our audience. And we'll have to have you back on the show again.
Thank you very much. I look forward to it.
And that's our show for today. Thank you for tuning in. This show and previous episodes are posted on our website. It's diversity.mypgc.us, and click on the pulse. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at PGC Diversity, and our YouTube channel is The Pulse TV. If you have a business question, send it to us on Twitter at PGC Diversity, and we'll answer it for you and mention your business on this show. Be sure to use the hashtag AskThePulse. I'm Denise Roberts, and remember, in Prince George's County, your success is our success.